No, Moxley. Oh, no. Oh, no.
I thought
Right on.
Pace. What intensity.
Jon Moxley reverses Danielson into the corner. Moxley, well acquainted with the offense of Bryan Danielson.
He's got that bulldog choke on.
I just wore my Blackpool Combat Club hoodie yesterday.
Wow.
What the hell's going on?
Man.
Masa Saito-style suplex there from Danielson. Moxley finds himself reeling. Danielson.
Hell, ended earlier.
1, 2. Moxley kicks out.
Wow.
Bryan had better end it early because the longer this goes, the more it favors Jon Moxley.
Oh, I agree with that.
Bryan
Nigel.
knows that.
I
That
agree.
is fear on his face.
Well, I don't know about that, but I know that the longer the match goes, it goes to the advantage of Jon Moxley.
Yeah, I think on his face we're looking at determination and anger.
Over the course of their careers, Bryan Danielson, Jon Moxley. Oh, wait, Danielson!
He just threw his body at him.
Think about it this way. If Bryan loses the title, he's quitting.
He is gone.
That's as simple as I can put it.
In his own words, he said that when he loses the World Championship, Bryan Danielson will end his full-time in-ring career.
Exactly.
As Danielson, Tope Suicida, tumbling into the announce positions at ringside.
Oh, they are on the Spanish announce table. Watch out, Carlos.
They may not stay there, so I'd get moving.
Yeah.
As Danielson and Moxley. Atop the Spanish announce table.
What kicks? Right to the heart. Right to the sternum.
Moxley, the thumb to the eye. And no,
right.
wait, no.
Danielson could not take this. He could not take. Oh.
Did you see
Yes, I
how
did.
Danielson's head rebounded off the desk?
Oh, God.
And now Danielson understandably clutching that injured neck.
Tough call for the referee. He's got to be smart here.
Yeah, Jim, that's
Just watch here. Not sure if we can see from our angle. Let's take a look from a different angle if we can.
Here it is.
Watch the head.
Oh, my God.
And the neck. No give in that
The
table.
cervical compression of the spine, the neck of Bryan Danielson.
My God.
And then Moxley. With that cable, and Bryce Remsler doing all that he can.
He is. In hindsight, maybe we should have 2 referees for an intense battle like this.
You could have 10. Jon Moxley doesn't give a damn.
Okay.
Oh, Moxley taking a swipe at Nigel McGuinness. And that may prevent Nigel from cheering on the challenger.
Look at this. It's like drawing a bullseye on the neck and crashing down on it.
Guys, right now, I'm more concerned about Bryan Danielson's health than I am the world title, to be honest with you. I just, there's got to be a point to where I don't know.
And now look at Marina Shafir.
She's a wild card in this thing, man.
And these knees to the head and neck of Danielson while the referee attention is diverted.
She is a highly trained martial artist, knows what she's doing in there, and obviously has no fear or intimidation of getting involved.
And unfortunately for Bryan Danielson, the referee can only call what he can see, JR.
Of course, that's true. You're right.
Jon Moxley got just an evil look on
Now
his
Moxley,
face.
lateral press, the cover.
I used to think when we first started AEW that Moxley had under so much personal inflicted lack of patience,
right,
that he was not stable, mentally not stable. And I believe that to this very day.
The 3-time former AEW World Champion. He was the man that carried this company. He put this company on his back. He was the standard bearer for AEW. He was the international face of all elite wrestling for so long. But now he claims that this company has become something unrecognizable to him, that only Jon Moxley can set it right.
Kick right to the neck.
You guys remember Jon Moxley's arrival into AEW, the very first Double or Nothing. Unexpected, through the audience.
Attacking Chris Jericho, attacking Kenny Omega, making a statement.
See, Bryan Danielson cannot even get to his feet right now. And so I just don't know. I don't know if...
It takes a lot of guts to make that call, Tony.
Yeah.
For Remsburg to make that call to stop this match. It takes a lot of guts.
There is no way Bryce Remsburg is stopping this match. Bryan Danielson won't let him do it if there is an ounce of energy in his body. Jon Moxley, and I hate to say this, he's going to have to kill Bryan Danielson.
I hate to say this. Ouch.
And you know what, Nigel? I think Jon Moxley's willing to do it. After what we just witnessed inches away from our face. Moxley, that look in his eyes.
Guys, he put a bag over his head, okay?
Jon Moxley put a bag over Bryan Danielson's head.
Right. Oh, man, and Jon Moxley laid that one in, boys. Holy smokes.
Now the cover.
Where does Danielson get this from?
It's in his DNA is all I can say. It's the only explanation for it. You can't train for it.
In Danielson's own words, he's not just defending the AEW World Championship against Jon Moxley. He's defending AEW against Jon Moxley.
Of course. That's why I say it again. Bryan Danielson's the finest man I've ever seen wear a world title belt. He really is. What a fighter. What a man. Damn it, this man's getting his head kicked in right now.
Now Moxley looking for a cover. The leg hook, Danielson.
Here in his home state as well.
Almost still uneasy when we get a near fall. End it. End it. I know I've talked the wrestler's creed and all that bullshit, but the bottom line of it is that this man's health is on the line. We know he has to get a neck surgery.
We know there is no way Bryan Danielson will quit.
Oh, my God.
Jon Moxley told him. He said, there's no way I'm going to let you die on your own sword.
The game plan, though, is evident of Moxley. Punish the neck of Danielson.
Well, that's the shortest route to a win, right?
Point of the elbow. That on the spine. On the neck.
Quite a weapon.
And there,
again, Marina Shafir.
Behind the official.
Well, that's the element right there that I didn't expect to this severity.
They need to run her ass out of here. That's what they need to do.
And again, the referee, though, can only call what he can see.
I know that.
Are you going to do it, Tony?
No, I said they.
You think anyone in the back wants to do it? No.
Very emotional here tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Very dramatic in many areas.
Emotion is certainly the word. Oh, he's going to break his fingers.
And Jon Moxley.
You see the look that Bryan gave Moxley after that?
Moxley looking to prevent the label lock, Nigel. Attacking the fingers of Danielson.
Well, I wrestled Bryan Danielson recently in New York City. That was my intention as well, was to injure the arm.
But remember, Bryan Danielson, he forced Kazuchika Okada to tap out to that label lock with a broken arm. Danielson.
Look at the strength of this woman. She's scary.
Oh, man, she's tough.
You ain't kidding. I don't know who I'm more afraid of, Jon Moxley or Maria Shafir.
But Jon Moxley, it doesn't have to be this way.
This is a shocking level of violence.
It's your fucking brother. It's your fucking brother. It's your fucking brother.
Oh no, Moxley already on the announce desk.
Last rights.
Come on, Bryan, fighting.
Danielson, back body drop.
Timely elevation by the world champion.
I think he may have saved his career right there. His health.
In JR, this is where the masterful technique of Bryan Danielson can take over. Jon Moxley has conducted this match how he wants to. Now it's Danielson's turn, perhaps.
No doubt about it. The wrong guy for the Bryan Danielson fans has led this match ahead on points and all that good stuff.
But Moxley out of the corner of his eye saw Danielson on the top. Now digging the fingers and stripping off the kinesio tape, biting into the flesh of the AEW World Champion.
Are you kidding me?
I don't know what he's trying to prove with that.
What an animal.
He's a vampire.
Moxley's getting into his zone. You can almost feel his comfort level increase.
But Danielson slips free. And Moxley, he was trying to look over his shoulder, trying to get a position on Danielson. But Danielson now.
Fire with fire, they say.
Danielson returning the favor. And punishing Moxley with the kicks in the corner.
Where does Danielson get this reserve from, JR? It's amazing.
Well, these fans help a lot, I can tell you that. He's a gamer, man. I've never seen anybody with his passion, his ability to think through and strategize a match.
Moxley, after absorbing the punishment in the corner, finds himself in a precarious position with Danielson once again hammering down on the neck, and you see Danielson slumped over.
That's a good point, Excalibur. Going right back to the...
Oh, Danielson! Spider! German suplex!
Here he comes!
I bet he did a better setup. I couldn't do a setup. He got a gun to my head.
They are behind Bryan Danielson en masse.
You just got to kind of sense that one way or the other, the end is near.
Diving headbutt, nobody home. Moxley accelerates. Moxley, stop!
Oh, God. Oh,
The
God.
cover, two, and Danielson!
Close near fall. Passionate near fall.
Oh, the gator roll. Moxley now looking for the bulldog.
Well, the bridging choke, perhaps, if he can drive forward with his hips.
When Jon Moxley in his first reign as AEW World Champion was challenged by Brody Lee, this is how he defended the title. This is how he put Brody Lee to sleep.
Another physical affair that we've had in our glorious, short but amazing history.
And now, Moxley, the front chancery into the driving knee strikes. The crown of the head. Every time he does that, Nigel, it compresses the spine of Danielson further.
It's perfect strategy from Jon Moxley, and I've got to be honest, for all the vitriol I feel towards Bryan Danielson, I'm not sure which side I'm on right now. It wasn't even just a slap to the face. Jon Moxley is such a dislikable person.
Danielson, though, tremendous submission defense.
Look at Danielson go. Look at him go.
All of a sudden, he goes from walking through hell to applying a tombstone.
Bryan Danielson, my God.
The submission escape into that masterful pro wrestling technique, the hallmark of the career of Bryan Danielson, who I hope, I pray, will continue after tonight.
You take a look at Bryan Danielson's right arm. You can see it's slightly smaller than his left arm. That is evidence of damage to the neck, a weakening of the right arm.
The atrophy setting in into the right arm of Danielson. But Moxley.
Well, he could take some punishment. Not only dish it out, but take it.
Very resilient, very tough. He looks at every issue as a personal challenge.
Right.
Champion and challenger alike to their feet. The challenger, though, seemingly with the advantage.
Well, Danielson's awfully wobbly on his feet here. Oh, look at this. What a moment.
Talk a little trash. You can feel the emotion here.
Danielson
shaking it off here, Excalibur.
absorbing the shot from Moxley. Returns with one of his own.
Whether Danielson wants to admit it or not, he can't take a lot of exchanges. And nobody goes even to their knee. That's how gutty and gritty as I used earlier.
Danielson the first to flinch. Moxley.
Now can Moxley take advantage? That's the key thing. He's finally got the champion down to a knee.
Jon Moxley is in his absolute element.
And this,
Oh, brother.
this is a fight for a championship for Moxley. This is a fight for survival for Bryan Danielson. Uppercuts testing the granite chin of Moxley. As Danielson connects.
The resiliency, the strategy, and the inherent timing of the champion is unreal.
Amazing, amazing man, amazing performer. Both are amazing performers.
I had all these quips, all these one-liners written down for Bryan Danielson. And I'm not saying one of them. This is too important.
Man. A human's heavy bag getting rocked. Referring to Jon Moxley, who may be getting the chance to be the champion kicked out of him.
Danielson said I was going to kick his you-know-what head in. He said it many times. Pretty good blow that time to the head.
There is no question Bryan Danielson is loved. There's a guy at ringside holding a sign that says, "I beat cancer," to watch Bryan Danielson kick his head in.
Shafir once again, now caught red-handed.
Get her ass out of here.
Oh, cutter! Cutter from Moxley.
Bye-bye. See you later, young lady.
But has she already tilted the balance in favor of Moxley?
I don't know. That's a good question. She created many opportunities for herself, and more importantly for Jon Moxley.
She's not leaving. Get her out of here.
She's going, but to answer that question, she has absolutely played a part.
Yeah.
The bigger question is, has she done enough to take it beyond the hopes of Bryan Danielson?
Well, now it's one-on-one, and that's what we want to see.
Back to square one, back to even, starting it all over.
Danielson, some blood showing over his left eye.
Heard the words of Jon Moxley. He said, "This is the real world. Nothing lasts forever. Saturday night, everyone will see the truth."
Paradigm shift, perhaps Death Rider attempt. Danielson doesn't want to find out. The roundhouse kick misses. German suplex Danielson to his neck.
So close, so very, very close to the 3 count.
Wow.
They are willing him on here.
Yeah, they are.
And it's not just here in Tacoma. It is around the world. Bryan Danielson, 100% support. Can he fend off this challenge from Jon Moxley?
We were saying Bryan reached down to some depths of his soul and his heart and come through on every occasion. All the title defenses he's had since winning the championship.
25 years since Bryan Danielson first left Washington. He is back here tonight. Is this the last night?
Some old Okie brought him to Louisiana in Texas, and he got trained.
Kick his head in.
I never Never in my wildest dreams thought I'd be seeing this.
And now the transition, the lapel lock cinched in. Moxley finding himself in some very deep water at the hands of the AEW World Champion.
He's going to tap. Look at the hand. Look at the hand.
Bryan's putting everything in it he's got. Everything he's got.
Literally, his fingernails clawing at the mat. Has to get to the bottom rope.
Oh, he's there.
And Danielson.
Oh, Danielson got it.
That's so
Transitioning.
smart. That's so strategic.
But Moxley strategic in his own right.
Yeah,
turning
right.
the hips, getting the right boot on the bottom rope.
Could hear the air come out of the lungs of everyone in attendance as they realized perhaps the last opportunity for Bryan Danielson has slipped away from him.
But Bryan, don't do this. Oh my God, he's going to go for it.
The top. No, Moxley. Oh no. Oh no.
I thought
Right on.
Oh, God.
I know it sounds like a broken record, but if that doesn't do it, what will?
Moxley can barely get up himself here.
The exposed concrete, the Death Rider.
Here it was, first the block, and then Moxley knew exactly what he was going to do.
This
Look at Moxley.
is it. This is the end of Bryan Danielson's career.
Not just yet.
No!
Not just yet.
Moxley's got to be getting beyond frustrated here.
If not now, then when?
What is Moxley whispering into the ear of Danielson? We'll never know, but we will know that these hammer and anvil strikes are finding their mark on the jaw of the AEW World Champion.
Bottom line here, as far as this match is concerned, is that Bryan cannot defend himself.
Well,
He's trying right now.
Yeah, hand fighting with Moxley. He's trying to use the wrist as a lever.
Well, he better hustle because he ain't gonna last much longer at this rate.
Here he comes. He's standing back up, for God's
Oh,
sake.
look at this, carrying the weight of Moxley.
Switching to a different arm.
Jon Moxley is absolutely relentless. Unlike anything we've seen in years.
But look at the tenacity of Danielson.
Where in the hell are these guys going?
Danielson with carrying Moxley's weight.
There's only one way down from here.
There went the air right out of Jon Moxley and maybe the AEW champion as well.
Yeah, because Bryan cannot make a cover here. Look, he can barely even roll over to his side.
I can't say that Bryan's tank is empty, fellas, but it's damn sure near the red line.
More than a dozen singles meetings throughout their career. Danielson has the bulk of the wins, though Moxley has always defeated Bryan Danielson inside an AEW ring. Will that trend continue tonight? No, it will not, says the American Dragon.
Using every available appendage that he can.
Transitions again, lapel lock,
Oh, my
attempt.
We have never seen Bryan Danielson like this. Desperation. You are looking, fans, at the greatest world champion I've ever seen.
Moxley breaks the grip of Danielson, now into a triangle. Danielson, the elbow strikes to the crown of the head of Moxley.
What a fighter we got on our hands here.
He is in for the fight of his life.
You're right. Uh-oh, floating over here.
Moxley.
Again with the body scissors on.
Now transition, Shuji Gatame.
Danielson escaped.
Danielson slips free. Shoulder catcher suplex, but Moxley rolls through, swinging a miss. Danielson, Berserker again! The third of the match! No! Danielson!
Man, Moxley got folded up like an accordion, but he still kicks out. He still competes. He is still arguably the toughest man to ever compete in an AEW ring.
Oh, Moxley, the lariat!
What a draining night.
A second!
God almighty.
The cover! Two! And no! Danielson!
Target practice. That's all that was target practice.
Moxley.
The guns are drawn.
Oh, here we go.
The butterfly, the Death Rider! This time, center of the ring. Moxley makes the crawl. Danielson!
1 count! A damn 1 count!
I think that was a 1 count because he thought if they got to 2, he couldn't make it.
Where does he get this from?
Don't make me do this, boy. Don't make me do it. You want to do it? Don't make me do it.
Moxley said, don't make me do it.
Oh, no. Oh, no. The Gotch style pile driver. And now Moxley transitioning. Looking for that bulldog, looking to flatten Danielson out.
Danielson's going to tuck his chin or try and break the hold with that free arm.
Man, we've got a lot of emotional fans here sitting on the edge of their seat.
They are baited. They can taste it. The end of Bryan Danielson.
Danielson reaching, looking for that rope to force the break. Oh, but look at his posture. He's fading.
Yeah,
Danielson's fading. Falls into the grip of Moxley.
Moxley's added the neck. Yeah, behind the back of the neck.
it's over.
That's it!
Oh, no.
Everybody involved knows what this means.
The winner of this match, and new AEW World Champion, Jon Moxley.
The fourth reign of Jon Moxley as AEW World Champion begins, picking up at 400+ days, but the story here is now, in Danielson's own words, the end of his full-time in-ring career.
That was more of a struggle than a match. That was a titanic struggle.
It's funny. This is a moment I've thought about for so long. When it's finally here, it's not at all what I expected.
Oh, and now Marina Shafir, Claudio Castagnoli, and Pac. As if Bryan Danielson has not been through enough.
Claudio's got a bag in his hand. I guess they're going to put the AEW belt in there and walk away. Yeah, that's exactly what they're going to do.
And I hope that's all they do. Danielson doesn't deserve anything more.
No, what's the symbolism of putting the AEW belt in the bag? I don't get it.
No, Marina handing
All right, let's get security. Yeah, let's get let's get security. Somebody needs to come out and stop this. They'll put a damn bag over his head again. He's a freaking maniac.
Wheeler Yuta and Darby Allin, thankfully, someone with some integrity, someone with some respect for Danielson, not going to sit idly by.
They've stopped Moxley from using that plastic bag on Bryan yet again.
Those are such evil intentions.
What the hell just happened?
Well, Yuta just almost at the head of Darby off.
Wheeler Yuta, who's been steadfast in his support of Bryan Danielson, now selects this moment of all moments.
They're using gaffer's tape or duct tape to Darby Allin.
Has Yuta been in on this all along?
I'm not so sure. I'm looking at Yuta right now. Look at these.
Beside himself.
Yeah, face is buried in his hands.
And he chose the moment to do it.
And
it's a terrible moment.
now this is, I suppose, the true test of loyalty for Wheeler Yuta. No! No! No!
Get the damn police! Get rid of these people!
Good Lord. How much more can we take? The doctors come to ringside with a...
And Darby Allin taped, restrained.
Stop, Bryan, stop!
Darby pleading, stop! Stop to Wheeler Yuta!
They're fighting off everybody. Somebody's got to break through. Somebody's got to stop this.
This is disgusting. This is...
The private party has come out. They're being held off with us. Jeff Jarrett has arrived.
Not Jeff Jarrett.
Jeff Jarrett has come in.
And Moxley with Jarrett in his grip.
And now
Oh, no.
they're putting his head in the damn chair.
How much can a man take? Physically, emotionally.
And Darby helpless. Restrained in the corner. And
For the love of God,
did you hear what
some more.
Claudio just called for Jon Moxley?
Jarrett trying to get back in as best he can.
You got to hand it for Jeff for trying to do the right thing.
All right, now the locker room is empty, and I'm looking up to our left here.
Where the hell you guys been?
Let's go!
They got the belt in the bag, and the cowards are running away.
They're running like scalded dogs.
It's the worst thing I've ever seen in my life in calling wrestling. The worst.
And poor Bryan Danielson, just what a suffering position.
No, this is
What a horrible.
no longer about the career of Bryan Danielson. This is about his quality of life.
That's
going
right.
forward.
Exactly.
This is about Bryan Danielson, his family, his children. This is about Bryan Danielson's wife.
They need to, they were bringing the stretcher out. They need to be very, very careful in getting Bryan Danielson out of the ring. Very, very careful.
Yeah, this match ended up being more about the match, the personalities, the men, than it did the championship. Although we do have a new AEW World Champion.
Yeah, listen. I'm really concerned about Bryan because he's, as we're looking at, there's no motion right now. They're getting aboard. Darby Allin, look at Darby's face. You're right, Excalibur. We're talking about quality of life here. We're not talking about ending his career. We're talking about, you see they've dropped the ropes here.
I've been a part of AEW mainly since the inception. I've been proud to be a part of